Hey there everyone, welcome back again to this exciting episode of one of Ultimate PC Build. In this video, we have considered if somebody have a budget of whopping 2 lakh rupees and would like to build an ultimate gaming rig or a powerful system that can crunch big data, can do video rendering, editing, and can do several type of CPU and GPU intensive tasks. So without further ado, let's dive in. Okay, so now we are in our computer screen. So what I'm going to do here is I already have created the whole list of components that we're going to use to create this ultimate PC build, which one can find here in Indstor. So Indstor is a place where we store the curated selection of handpicked items based on your need. So we kept you and your requirement on the center, and based on that we have created all these listings based on your use case scenario. And the best part is it will take you to your own trusted platform like Amazon and will keep you far away from hassle of getting lost in vast Amazon market. Okay, so now let's go back here in Indstor and let's see for the PC build under 2 lakh rupees. So if I go down here, I will able to find the entire PC configuration. But let me show you all these components one by one. So let's start with case first. And here you can see I also have bought this case. And while selecting this particular case, I have kept one thing in my mind, which is a very good airflow. And believe me guys, this case have got an excellent airflow which ensure that your PC is getting proper cooling. Not only that, it also have got one side tempered glass, and then here you will see there is a huge net that will make sure that while this decent airflow, no dust go inside your PC component. And then if you see, this case is not too fancy, and the price also, considering we're gonna build a 2 lakh rupees PC build, is a very decent one. Some of other capability include a very decent wire routing is there inside this case. And if we talk about the color, this case comes with white as well as black color. Now let's talk about our component number 2, which is motherboard. So we have this case, we're gonna open it. Now what we're going to assemble it here is our motherboard, and the motherboard here is from MSI. And then here you can see we are using top-notch Z790 chipset here. So if I open it, you can see this motherboard support 12, 13 and 14 generation of CPU. Although here in this listing, it only shows that it have a 12 or 13 generation support. But when you go and visit here in MSI site, here you will see that this board also support 14 generation of CPU as well. And then here you see the price of this motherboard, I would say is very decent considering it support DDR5 RAM, it comes with Bluetooth and Wi-Fi 6E. And the capability of this motherboard does not end here. You can see it support PCIe Gen 5.0, which is the latest PCIe generation. It also comes with 2.5 GB of LAN adapter and obviously DDR5 RAM support. And let me actually take you to MSI site, which is gonna show you the entire spec of this motherboard. So here you can see, since we're going to use a K variant of processor, it also comes with Intel XME 3.0 overclocking. And if you see here, natively this board support HDMI 2.1 with HDR, which I would say is the latest format of HDMI is available in the market. And as I was mentioning that this board comes with latest PCIe Gen 5.0 support as well. It comes with 7.1 channel high definition audio, and then here we are getting a whopping 4 M.2 SSD and 6 SATA hard drive, which again I would say is really nice. And then if you would like to form a RAID configuration, so here you can see it not only support all kind of RAID configuration for SATA but for M.2 and NVMe storage as well. And then here if we talk about certain highlight, you're gonna get one USB of whopping 20 Gbps of type C port in your rear side of motherboard, and you're also going to get two 10 Gbps of type A and type C port, which you will able to easily identify with color, for example red color. Apart from that, you will be getting 6 USB 3.0 and whopping 16 USB 2.0 support. Now apart from that, if we talk about internal I/O, here you're also going to get this RGB LED connector. So if you are interested in adding RGB, so that support is also there with this motherboard. So definitely I would say this motherboard is an excellent value for the price you pay. And then here you can see it also comes with these huge heat dissipator and a very high quality PCB. And if I go back and see the price, and I would say you are getting really a true value motherboard at this price. Now let's talk about CPU that we're going to utilize with this motherboard. The CPU here we have chosen is from Intel, and this is Intel latest 14th generation 14700K. And the reason why we have chosen i7 not i9, first of all, the value that this processor offer per dollar, and the second thing is that this processor do not have instability issue like Core i9. And if you see the price here, I would say under 40,000 rupees, this processor is a decent buy. Now let's talk about another exciting component that we're going to utilize with this motherboard is GPU. So if we talk about GPU here we have chosen is really a powerhouse. The ASUS Proart RTX 4070 Ti that comes with a whopping 12 GB of VRAM. And let's click here on Amazon. So I would say this GPU will able to easily handle all different kind of rendering, video editing and gaming tasks. And again, if you have question in your mind that why we have not gone for RTX 4080 or even higher spec, then I would say the value per dollar that you're gonna get with this GPU is really high. And then RTX 4070 I would say is an excellent GPU that can handle medium to heavy duty tasks with ease without breaking the bank. Now let's talk about RAM here. So in case of RAM here we have chosen this G.Skill Ripjaws S5 Intel XMP that runs at 6000 MHz. And if you see the cast latency and timing here, this I would say in DDR5 category is really good. And then within 2 lakh I would say you can actually go with two quantity of these two sets. That would be whopping 64 GB of RAM, good for big data machine learning as well as for 3D rendering. Now let's go back here and talk about cooling. So for cooling here we have chosen Corsair A115 performance tower CPU air cooler. And the reason why we went for air cooler is its robust reliability. And then this cooler is rated even for i9, which means that it can easily handle a TDP of Core i7 processor. Now let's talk about SSD here. So SSD here we have used is Samsung 980 Pro, which is among the top-notch SSD that you can buy in the market. So if we see the current price of this SSD is around 12,400. Now after SSD, let's talk about power supply. We have chosen MSI MAG 850 watt of power supply that comes with 80 plus gold rating, which I would say is really nice to see at this price. Now let's click here on Amazon to see more spec here. So here you can see this power supply is modular, compatible with ATX 3.0, and then this also says that this is PCIe 5.0 ready. And then here you can also see this power supply also comes with this modular layout, which means that you're only going to utilize the connectors that are needed. Therefore, you will able to create a very clean layout of wire routing. And then as we were mentioning about this ATX 3.0 compatibility, so here you can see this can handle up to 2 times of power excursion and 3 times of GPU power excursion, making it one of very decent power supply under 10,000. And then 850 watt can easily handle Intel Core i7 14700K with RTX 4070 Ti. Now let me actually show you the entire list here, which you can easily reach through Indstor. If you scroll it down, or even if you select or search for 2 lakhs, you will able to see it. And we also have added one more PC component here. If in case in your area there is a frequent power cut, then you may consider this 2200 VA lnteractive UPS from APC, which I would say is sufficient enough for your monitor and this MSI MAG 850 watt of power supply. And for your reference, I'm gonna also paste this link in the description of this video so that you can directly reach to this page, and from there you can further explore it. Or if you want to buy something else, then I would suggest you to visit Indstor, where you will find listing based on different use case scenario. And that's all guys from my side in this video. I hope that you find this video helpful and informational. If so, then please do like and subscribe to Negi Tech to follow more such tips, tricks related to PC, laptop, hardware, accessories and many more. And I will catch you soon with one such another video. Till then, you take care and bye bye.